Hello and welcome. I'm Zia, an AI-powered voice from Wondercraft. You are listening to the podcast channel A Voice of Migration, Future Communicators, an Erasmus Plus project. This is our first episode, and we're excited to start this journey together with you. Together with my colleague Alec, I'll walk you through the project's goals, partners, and activities. And now, I'd like to hand it over to my colleague Alec, who will tell you more about the project itself.
That's right, Zia. This is only the beginning of a series where we'll explore migration, communication, and the role of young communicators. Each episode will bring fresh perspectives, practical tools, and inspiring stories to help you grow as responsible and creative communicators.
So, Alex, let's start with the big picture. What exactly is the Voice of Migration project, and why should our listeners care?
Great question.
Voice of Migration project is a KA220 type youth project that has been awarded a 250,000 euros grant from the Turkish National Agency. Running from May 2025 to October 2027, project mission is to address disinformation about migration, one of the biggest challenges facing today's young communicators, while providing information on effective communication methods. Think of it as equipping future generations with superpowers for responsible communication. This project is designed specifically for young communicators and youth workers in Europe. Our target audience includes communication students, aspiring journalists, media creators, and youth leaders who want to better understand migration and represent it in an ethical, inclusive, and accurate manner.
And this isn't just happening in one country, right? Tell us about the international scope of this project.
Absolutely. It is coordinated by the Directorate of Communications in Turkey and brings together partners from 6 European countries. Social Innovation Cluster CLM from Spain, Natsakas K and Saya EE Computer from Greece, the University of Velikonopo in Bulgaria, Centro per lo Sviluppo Creativo Danilo Dolci in Italy, and the University of Vienna in Austria. In fact, the collaboration also began face-to-face at a meeting held in Albacete, Spain in June 2025. Bringing together different perspectives from across Europe to tackle these universal challenges really created a great synergy. And also, this wasn't just a gathering. They dove deep into work package presentations, mapped out the implementation process, scheduled specific tasks, and conducted thorough evaluations of their collaborative approach.
And that synergy leads us to the real purpose of the project, its objectives. What are those objectives? What is Voice of Migration Future Communicators actually aiming to achieve?
The main goal is to empower young communicators and youth workers. The project aims to foster ethical and inclusive reporting, combat disinformation about migration, promote intercultural understanding, and equip participants with AI-powered tools to support accurate and responsible communication.
Now, let's get practical. What kind of hands-on activities and tools are you developing for young communicators?
This is where it gets really exciting. We organized the project into 4 work packages, each focusing on a different aspect of communication. Firstly, crafting voices. We'll produce podcasts on migration and communication and create a practical toolkit to guide future communicators through the podcast production process. You are already listening to the first episode. Second, migration communication and AI learning resources will provide modular training set for communicators and youth workers and run AI-powered workshops to help participants detect and combat disinformation. In addition to training, we will also conduct comparative research on how migration is represented across media, giving young communicators evidence-based insights they can use to challenge stereotypes and build more balanced narratives. Third, we focus on community engagement and public awareness, producing campaign materials, organizing a Voice of Photographs exhibition, and developing a migration communication glossary to encourage inclusive and informed dialogue. And finally, the dissemination, evaluation, and validation package will ensure that all project results are widely shared, measured, and validated, with a major final meeting planned in Turkey. Together, these work packages will build a complete ecosystem to empower young communicators and inspire more ethical, accurate, and inclusive migration narrative.
Thank you for joining us for the very first episode of Voice of Migration, Future Communicators. Today, we explored the project's international partnership, its main purpose, and the hands-on activities that will be developed, from podcasts and training modules to AI-powered workshops and creative events. This is only the beginning of our journey together. A big thank you as well to my co-host, Alec, for sharing these insights.
It was a pleasure to be part of this first episode. I can't wait to dive deeper into the next topics and share more stories with our listeners.
In the upcoming episodes, we will invite experts on migration from each partner country to share their perspectives, and we'll talk more about the project's ongoing activities and outcomes. Subscribe now so you don't miss the next episodes. And let's keep working together to build inclusive and responsible migration narratives.